Today I'm going to make a short video showing off some of the recent Matchbox vintage cars that I have purchased recently. And we're going to start off with this one, and we're going to talk about exactly where it came from. But if you look right here, it's got a copyright of 1982, which means it was probably sold in 1983. It is all beaten up, but it is still on the package. And we have car number 24. It is the Datsun 280Z, and this is back in the day when a lot of these cars were metal on metal and had the opening doors like this one. You don't see those anything like that in today's cars, and of course at the same time, 99 cents then, and for a car that's still $1 today, that's not a surprise that they've had to make price cuts somewhere, but I would think that the Datsun 280Z is a much more popular car today in the hobby than it was when this first came out, although they were actually making these cars back then. But so I was at a show, and a lady who doesn't even deal with cars had bought out, she was a toy dealer or an antique dealer, and she'd bought out a collection from a Matchbox dealer. And so she just had them all lying out on the table. At least they were all from about this year, 1983, that she had to the show. And she said that she doesn't know anything about them. She doesn't know which ones were the good ones, which ones were the bad ones. But it's pretty obscure to find something this old still on the card. And so she just had all these listed at $9 each, whichever one you want. And so I looked at it, and I usually don't spend that much for a mainline car, but at the same time, I don't have any carded cars this old, certainly not of Hot Wheels, where it would have cost a lot more than the Matchbox, but I figured I gotta get one at that price, because this just doesn't come up very often that you see these at an affordable price. And they had all kinds of neat ones. There was well, I'll talk some more in a moment here about what they had, but I ended up picking up one from that show, and she told me that, she asked what I was looking for. I said, hey, if you got a VW bus, I would love that. And she said, well, I'll look for it, but next month I'll bring everything I have, because she didn't know how well they would sell. So a month has come and gone, and I've now gone to the next show, and this time she had them priced at two for $15. And so this one right here is number 41, the Siva Spider. I don't know why this one stood out to me, but I decided to get two for $15 of this old Superfast. It was sold from a store of Pope Eagle. I've never heard of that store, but the price, you can't even see it listed on there anymore. We turn around and look in the back, and the copyright date on this one is 75. And so a Hot Wheel that was still on the card, even if it was busted up like this one, is going to be triple digits maybe. But I will say that I do not have a single Hot Wheel that is older than me, but now I have a carded Matchbox car that is older than me. So this time I wanted to make sure that I picked up something that was older than me. She didn't have anything from the 70s on the first show, but she told me that she'd purchased some of them. And so I'm not even sure what a Siva Spider is. Not sure I've heard of Siva. Of course, I've heard of spiders, but taking a look at the blue on that, and I don't know if it's, I guess it came packaged like that because of the way the bubble is on here, but that was the first one I picked up. And then the second one I picked up was the Sunburner Celica. This was sold at Children's Palace for 97 cents originally. And at the time, this was, Matchbox was made when they're still made by Lesney in London. Actually, this one was made in Hong Kong, but it was originally a British company, and so they had a contest to have a London holiday sweepstakes. So you've got a British Airways Big Ben and a double-decker bus. One of the policemen there on the front. So it's kind of interesting that they had a contest to go to London. And so this one has a copyright of 81. So this is going to be, I guess, a 1982 car. And so again, What drew me to this car was the just the Sunburner logo on it. We've got the big sun flame there on the front. And again, this was one that had opening doors, so I don't particularly collect Toyotas, Celicas, anything like that, but it did stand out to me because of just the sun flame that was on it. So looking at the different cars she had, it was kind of hard to pick because there wasn't any one thing that stood out far and above better than anything else, like a VW bus, because I guess they just didn't make any during these years, or if they had, someone beat me to it. And there were other things that I did find interesting, like double-decker buses. They had 70s Corvette. I do collect Corvette cars, and there was a farm equipment truck that had a kind of a cage in the back end that had actual farm animals in it. That is a very Matchbox kind of thing, to have the actual animals in it. There was a tank where, as it rolls along the ground, the actual there's I guess the tank general that's sitting out the lid of it, and the general actually spins around as the car rolls down, and any of those would have been cool. And but at the same time, I didn't want to spend all my money on buying just a couple of Matchbox cars, but I want to make sure that I came away with at least 3 over the last couple of shows. So I hope you like these Matchbox cards of something that you just don't see all that often. If you like this video, I do plan on making some more car 1/64 size scale videos. Here lately, I've been doing more of baseball cards and coins, but I also plan on having some videos and slideshows of things in and around the Nashville area. So please, if you like these videos, please click the subscribe button, and I'll keep making them for you. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.